Well, good morning, Facebook. Hey. Hey, how's everybody going out there today? How's everybody doing today? Hey, this is Dr. J. Will with the Elite Motivational Moments with Dr. J. Will. And listen, it's early in the morning, but you know what? Somebody didn't wake up this morning, but since we are awake and since we are on here together, I just want to say hello. How you doing? Hope everybody's fine. Hope you had a great new year. Hey, listen. Some people say that 2021 was a bad year. Then you go back, they say 2022 was a bad year. Then they go back and say 2019 was bad. So it just seems to me that everybody think every year is bad. But you know what? We all woke up this morning in our right mind. A mind to want to give God the glory, a mind to want to praise him for waking us up, a mind because our children, our life, our health and strength is in place. We just say thank you this morning. Lord, we thank you for all that you've done. Listen. Not all the time that we do everything that God tell us to do, but stop beating yourself up. Stop beating yourself up. You have another day to get it right. Listen, this is what it's all about. Listen, nobody said that the road was going to be easy. And listen. Stop asking God to take you up on the rough side of the mountain because you're barely getting up on the good side of the mountain. Hello, somebody. I'm just trying to help somebody this morning, but you know, it's a great morning. It's a great to be here. And listen. I just thank God for all that He's done for us this year. You said, well, John, Doc, it's only 3 days into the new year. But how many people didn't see this new year? How many people didn't wake up on New Year's Eve and Christmas Eve, and every time you look in the paper, another star, another famous person that we know has gone on, John Madden and Betty White and the Coach Reeves for the, I'm just naming some that might jump out at you, but what about those in your hometown? What about your family members that didn't see 2022? We can't forget about those that didn't wake up this morning. But listen, the word that I have for you today is simple. It's simple. We did a lot of judging in 2021. We did a lot of judging in 2021. We did a lot of judging. But listen, the Bible says in Matthew 7:1, it say, judge not, that you may not be judged. You listen. That's what I want to talk about this morning, just for a few minutes. And I already told you, we're not going for about 30 minutes. If you give me about 20 minutes of your time, we'll be out of here. I thank God for each and everybody that tuned in and that's going to see this message. Listen, we've been blessed, and I told you this year we started off with Elite on the Street. And you're gonna see me some everywhere. I know you seen my little commercial that they did. I won't say little commercial. I know you seen that the commercial that they did for us starting Elite on the Street and talking to veterans and all. But let me tell you, it's not all just about talking to veterans. It's about talking to everyday people. The everyday people that may have fell on a hard time, and we're going to be out there on the street trying to help them. Maybe it's your kinfolk that you thought was dead, but they have been in a different city all this time, and they're looking to come and reunite at home, but they just didn't have the money. They didn't have, whatever the reason, they didn't have a resource to get back to where they're trying to get. Listen, I talked to a guy on the street all the way from Chicago. He was a radio personality and everything. Came out here with his girlfriend at the time. And then she ended up passing away. And he was stuck out here for 5 years. When I talked to him on the street, he was on his way to go back to Chi-Town. He had saved up enough, had been living on the street. People probably thought he was dead, didn't have a phone and all that. But he was able to go back home to Chicago. And those are the kind of stories that I want to find when I go out on the street. I want to find those people that's struggling out there, and maybe they need a little help with VA, and maybe I can say something, or maybe you can call in and say, hey, doc, this person, tell them to go over here. Tell them to go left. They've been going right the wrong time. Tell them to turn down on U Street. You know what I'm talking about. We out to try to help everybody. I'm working on a project, y'all. I'm working on a project for Blytheville, Arkansas. I'm working on a project for you. Listen. I hope that this thing go through. I'm trying to bring about 100,000 pounds of food down to Blytheville, Arkansas. Yeah, I said it. I'm trying to coordinate 100,000 pounds of perishable food for Blytheville, Arkansas, my hometown. I'm in the process of coordinating. Listen, I kind of hate when something is on my mind like that because I can't sleep. I just have to, I get kind of fired up and everything. So any truckers out there with your CDL license and you want to help do something good, I'm going to need a driver or two. It shouldn't be much. It shouldn't be much because I'm trying to get the stuff from Springfield, Missouri, all the way over to Blytheville, Arkansas. Probably about 5-6 hour drive. But you know what? If I can't get the look, this something about God, and I'm gonna get back to judge now. Listen. Stop judging me for what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to help somebody, and that's what Elite on the Street is gonna be all about. If you're mad at me now, just wait till we really crank it up. Listen, I was thinking, I said, wow, what if I can't get those CDL drivers? Look at God. He said, well, there's always a big U-Haul truck. I don't care if we rent 2 U-Haul trucks or 3 to get this stuff down to Blytheville, Arkansas. Trust me, we gonna get it there. And it ain't gonna be no grown, long, laid out thing either. We gonna make it happen because I'm coordinating with the one and only Supreme Grandmaster Richard Osborne all the way over in Springfield, Missouri with that MMASC. Listen, they do it all the time. This is just why you see when we wear our karate belts, on our belts it said TCOB, taking care of business. Listen, I'm one of his instructors. I'm part of MMASC, and listen, it's not all about what we do in the karate ring, y'all. See, I told you I'm not going to be on here long, but I do have to make my public announcement. So listen, before I get to what I'm going to say, I am just excited because God bless you, JJ Johnson on there this morning. But listen, I'm trying to help make a difference. I can't do it by myself. Stop judging me for the works that we are trying to do. And listen. I know when we get to Arkansas, I know when we deliver that food, the line may be long, but I got a couple of places that I want to hit. I really would love 3 U-Haul trucks of food. Because I got 3 locations that I would love to drop off. And listen, some of y'all down in Blytheville, Arkansas, I'm calling you out because y'all some good people. There's some good people there. Let's do something good. When we bring the food, we're gonna need some help downloading the food. So some of y'all black belts in karate or wanting to be black belts in karate, how about we all just come together and we distribute this food out to wherever we designate it to go to? How about that? Because it's going to happen. And I'm trying to make it happen within the next 45 days. People are hungry. People are starving. Why not start off the new year doing something good? So I have some plans in place, and I know it's going to work. I know it's going to work because I have some good people at MMASC. I have some good people I'm going to depend on that's in my circle. I'm going to really see, I'm part of AWAA as well, American Martial Arts. And I'm going to see how many people pat me on the back. Oh, you do such good. But when I ask for a little donation to help on the gas, to help on renting the vehicle, oh yeah, I'm going to see how many people are really with me then. I'm going to see how many people are going to stand up, the ones that's got their own business, the ones that been holding their hands out the whole time. Now we're going to hold our hands out, and we're going to ask that you put the money in that we can't hear fall in there. It's good to give me the jingle. It's good to give me the jingle, but I would love some 20s and 50s and 100s dropping in there. But if you can't do that, any dollar amount of help. Listen, you ain't even got to buy my food. I'll buy me some peanut butter crackers and all that. I'm telling you, we have some people that is going to help make this happen. Because listen, you never know. It could be, it could happen to your town. It could happen to your place. You might be the one that's standing in line getting a bag of rice or cheese or whatever we're going to be handing out But you know what? I'm not going to be mad at you if you don't help me, because what God has for me, it is for me. And I got to learn this year. I can't get mad if you don't help when I ask. You know why? We can't get mad if somebody don't help when we ask. You know why? Because God gave you that mission. That's what we say. But if God gave me a mission to do, He's gonna provide for me to make it happen. Hey, y'all don't hear me this morning. Thank God for each and every one of you. And listen, I'm excited about this thing. I'm excited about being able to go back to the hometown and be able to do something that's going to bless a lot of people. I am crazy enough to try to take, and I got another crazy person there too. I got crazy Grandmaster Richard Osborne. He know that he just as crazy as I am, and we just believe that God gonna make this happen. I'm telling you, I got a Ford F-150. I will hook a trailer up to the back and drive it right on down there. But God told me, so son, even if you don't get the tractor trailer, get about 2 or 3 of them U-Hauls, and you're gonna be all right. Because I just believe that the U-Haul company, I believe I'm crazy enough to go in and ask them, hey, look, I'm trying to feed some people down the street. Can y'all let me get a couple of at a discount rate or free or donated or whatever? That's what it's all about. Bible said we have not because we don't ask. We don't ask. We ask not because we have not. And listen, I have a need, and the need is to get 100,000 pounds of food from point A to point B. And you can't tell me how the system works because I used to be a truck driver. Matter of fact, I used to be the manager of truck driver. I used to be one of the truck driver trainers, not the manager, but one of the truck driver trainers. So I know how to get from A to B, and I know that it costs money. But I'm going to be out asking for X amount, and it ain't gonna be 20,000, 10,000, or nothing like that. We only ask for what we need. That's what the commercials say. Liberty, liberty, liberty. We only ask. We only give you what you need. I only need what I need. I need 2 U-Haul trucks. They can be Penske, U-Haul, whatever the other Ryder, whatever the other name be. But we want to get this food down to Blytheville, Arkansas, and we want to help some people. Listen, I remember a couple of years ago, the Meals on Wheels program was going under, and God used us all the way from Colorado to go down to Blytheville, Arkansas, and help that program. We provided enough funds for I believe 6 months. But listen, stop judging me. I only do the missions that God sent me on. Now this morning I've spattered a little bit, and I've talked a little bit about what we're trying to do. But sometimes I told you, and you saw, oh, I didn't put the title of the message on there today. Oh man, I thought I put the title of the message. Can y'all let me put the title of the message on there? Let me type that in real quick. Let me type that in real quick. See, sometimes we have to, let me do this banner thing so y'all will see what it say. Let's see. Here we go. I didn't see. That's why I got to get my secretary and all that stuff. That's why I got to do that. Let's see. Put down. Yeah, there it is. Yes, sir. There we go. Boom. Turn back over. Turn off for it. There we go. Y'all ready to see it? This is the title today, right here, right there. Put down the gavel. Yeah. Put down the gavel. See, I only have 9 minutes because I said I'm not going to be on here no more than 30 minutes. I got 9 minutes, and y'all, I know I can do it in 9 minutes. God bless you there, Tangi Roseboro, Ambassador Roseboro, all the way over in the Atlanta area. Got a good job, and we so proud of you. Pain to Purpose magazine. If you have not picked it up, Pain to Purpose magazine. She's on right now. Inbox her. Hey, tell her you got a story to tell. Tell her you want to put a story in her magazine. That's the owner of Pain to Purpose magazine. Y'all better recognize. Y'all better recognize. Listen. Good morning to you. Listen, often judgments are made quicker than a lightning strike. Listen, the gavel has fallen. Bam! And the verdict is pronounced. You guilty. You innocent. And we go crazy. Whatever the verdict is, one side thought it should be more, and the other side thought it should be this, and that side thought it should be that. But listen. Sometimes we jump to it and just bam, hit the haven't had all the instruction. We ain't heard the whole case, but because the skin color of somebody, because the history of somebody, y'all don't hear me this morning. Look, it's 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm crazy like this. Oh no, it couldn't be 5 o'clock in the morning. It's 5:30 in the morning down here in Colorado, and I'm crazy and I'm up like this. Well, listen. That's just the way it is when the glory of God is on you. When he wakes you up, you ought to be happy about it. You ought to feel good. You ought to know. You ought to have a mission of saying, you know what, I'm going to get up this morning. I'm going to be better than I was yesterday. I'm not going to judge as much. I'm going to put my gavel down. I'm going to put my gavel down because sometimes even me, see, look, stop putting yourself above whatever the situation, because listen, even you, all you out there, we have jumped to conclusions on things that we should have just kind of held back a little bit and saw the full picture. I told you one day I preached that. I said we looking through the keyhole, because everything you see in the keyhole, you don't see the whole picture. You just see what's in that circle. But sometimes we got to sit back and evaluate. So listen, a homeless man, a grumpy sales clerk, a pregnant teenager. Judgment can even extend beyond strangers and affect the way one views close friends or family members, especially ones who keep making poor decisions despite the constant advice and prayer of others. Man, sometimes somebody can make a bad mistake or this bad decision in 1984, and they still, off of that one mistake or one statement, they still are being judged. Well, I remember back in 73 back in 73, well, the person 90 years old, I'm sure you made a lot of mistakes and everything too. It's time to put down the gavel. It's time to stop judging people from what they did in the past. Well, I remember when there was a crackhead, and well, how long ago was that, Sister Judy? Oh, that was 15 years ago. Now this person got off crack 10 years ago and done built an empire of helping people get off crack, and we still can only remember their past. Now, what if, I'm just asking a question. You know, I'm always full of questions. What if somebody only judged you on your past? They never gave you a break. Every time they saw you, they only saw you for what you did years ago. They don't know that God took you, washed you, cleansed you, and now you one of his evangelists, you one of his preachers, you one of his teachers, but they only judging you for what you did years ago. They can't see past, boom. But Lord, look, something happened in their life where now they need a little help. They need you to forgive them. But what if, you know that feeling when you're trying to do right and everybody just holding against you what you did wrong? You know that feeling. So why are you still holding and slamming down the gavel on the stuff that they did? I didn't know that God was going to give me this morning. Maybe it's for me. It's for me too. Well, not maybe. It's always for me because it starts with you. Whenever God gives you a word, it's for you. Whether you want to accept it or not, then you go out and deliver it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Amen. See, it's easy to feel elevated above the sorrow, stubborn soul who refuses to put wisdom into action. The self-righteous occupies the judge's seat, the authority and superiority feeling she or he has the greater good on their side. However, this outlook keeps those who have been deemed unworthy at arm's length. Hold on now. Look. I know that they say that they are not doing this. I know, but look, we still got to hold them accountable. I hear Grandmaster Richard Osborne all the time say the things he used to do back in the 80s, and you know, he started the MMASC back in 84, I believe, and the things that he did prior to, and the jail and all that fighting on the street and being crazy and should be resting in a grave. But some people, now this is 2022, some people still held things against them all the way up to 2021, where we know we're 3 days into 2022, but I'm just saying. So remember, whatever you do, people are going to sometimes never forgive you. They ain't going to never see you right. They ain't going to, I'm sure some people in the military, because of some things that I had to do as a non-commissioned officer, I made them jobless, meaning I sent them home or I kicked them out or helped them, signed off for them to get kicked out of the Army or whatever. And they might have had a family, but they wasn't thinking of that at that time when they made the decision. But the decision had to be made. And I believe that some of them probably still saying, boy, I can't wait to see him. And I've been out of the Army over 20 years. And I might still be their focus. Hello, somebody. No matter what you've done, no matter how much you have tried to make up for some failures in life, maybe you are not the best dad, you're not the best mom, you're not the best brother, not the best sister. At some point, and this is what I'm closing, but at some point, we got to put down the gavel. I'm trying now to reach out to my sisters and brothers that I haven't really been talking to lately. When I say lately, maybe we haven't talked in years or whatever. Maybe they were just busy. Maybe I was just busy. Maybe I just said, forget it. I didn't reach out and tried, and maybe they just said, forget it, huh? I ain't dealing with the family or whatever. But it's time for us, y'all, in 2022. This is the first Monday of 2022. We need to put down the gavel. We need to get out of the seat of the supreme seat. We need to get out of that seat. We need to get out of that seat of authority and become a human again. Our hearts need to be softened, and we need to start loving more. Because listen, if you thought that the Delta, if you thought that the COVID-19 was bad, listen, y'all not paying attention, I don't believe, because it's saying that the Omicron variant, if you want to call it that, well, that's what it's called, is attacking children. See, I'll let that rest it just for a second because some of y'all didn't catch what I said. COVID-19 took out a lot of adults. Delta variant took out a lot of elderly adults. Omicron is attacking children. That's where the leading death for Omicron is the children. So how many parents out there always say, boy, you better not mess with my child. They mess with my child, that's when I really get. I'm just saying. Now we need to come together more than ever, y'all. Listen. Stop that. Stop that. I'm not saying go get the shot. I'm not saying don't go get the shot. Me, I'm fully vaccinated with the booster. Now you can hate me or love me for that, but I'm doing what I need to do. What I feel I need to do. My wife fully vaccinated with the booster. We're doing what I'm not going to tell you to, oh, don't be my friend if you don't go get the shot. That's on you. But what disturbs me is we have a lot of military people, this new army, the new military, not the old one, because y'all know the ones back in Vietnam, you don't know what they put in your body. I was Desert Shield, Desert Storm. I don't know what they put in my body. They just said, line up, you taking these shots. But now they say line up, and the soldiers say, I ain't taking that. You put me out. So now they got to go out into the world with no health insurance, no freebies, and scuffle out there because they refuse to get a shot or whatever put in their arm. And they said, well, I don't know what they put in. We didn't know what they was putting in us. But when we thought about meal on the table, roof over our head, children gonna eat, decent school, that was enough motivation for me because I wasn't doing it for me. I was doing it for my family and those ones around me that when I was in the military, they said, hey, you need to go line up and do this. That's just what we did. But now, I guess the military gives you some choices, and that new choice they came out with is get out if you can't do what we say. And listen, it's time to put down the gavel, y'all. We've been judging too much. We've been criticizing people too much. We haven't given people a chance. If somebody has wronged us this year, how about, or last year, how about we start this year off? We're just trying to find some common ground, some common ground that we can come together and try to make it work. Because listen, it's not guaranteed that a lot of us got a lot of time left, y'all. We don't know which one of us is going to be taken out by the virus. Listen, I just told you I got fully vaccinated, but they to my number 4 now. I'm like, man, I just got down with number 3. But listen, this is Dr. J. Will with the Motivational Moments with Dr. John Williams. Listen, go to my website, www.comeonin.org. We are also on the Now Network, THE, capital NOW, lowercase network.com. Then www.preachthewordworldwidenetwork.com. That's the stations that we are on, as well as iHeartRadio. Also, we are on iTunes. Yeah, we got it on Spreaker. We are also on Spotify. Look us up. Follow us. Good morning to my sister all the way in California. Happy New Year's to you. Well, listen, this is Dr. J. Will with the Elite Motivational Moments. I told y'all here it is some 5:45 in the morning, and I'm up like I'm crazy. If this thing go off again, there we go. I'm up like I'm crazy, but you know what? God woke us up, and He wants us to put down the gavel. We've been judging enough. We've been so quick to hit and say guilty. But listen, how many times have we needed forgiveness so we know how it feels, right? How many times have we just said, you know what? That one right there, that was it. That was it. I no more. But what if God told us that right there, no more? So we got to be careful, y'all. We don't know when the next time we will even ever see each other. We don't know when the next time we will ever even be in the same room with each other because of the virus and all that. So while we have this time, y'all, while we have this time, let me tell you what, it was such a blessing. And I'm not saying it because I saw my sister pop on here. I'm not saying it because that I'm saying this from the heart. It was so much of a blessing when I can pick up the phone and call my sisters and brothers, because when we get on the phone, they don't know what's going to come out of my mouth, but it's going to be something clean. You know what I'm saying? We just have such and when we get on the phone, don't say you only got 5 minutes and I'm going to hurry up and no, it don't work that way with us. Because when we get on the phone, one subject leads to another and another one and another. By the time you get through catching up, it'd be 3-4 hours. You have to recharge your phone and everything. I'm just saying, this is what it's all about, y'all. This is, if we have that much fun, if we have that much fun on the phone, just imagine California in the house. I see Missouri in the house. I see Colorado in the house. I see North Carolina. I can see it now, y'all. I finally can see it. I see Georgia in the house. Hey, don't be afraid to shout out where you at. But listen, it's time to put down the gavel. It's time to stop being so fast to judge each other. Listen, we all done did something. Let's stop acting like we innocent. We all have did something. But now, this is the time that we can say, you know what, enough is enough. Now, I don't know if it was a cartoon or whatever it was, enough is enough and too much stink. Y'all heard that? Well, enough is enough, y'all. If you got a family, love them. So what they breath stink. So what they don't have teeth in their mouth. So what they stole your cookie when you was 3. It's time, y'all. It's time. We don't look too many funerals. And something about my family, the Williams family, what we used to do is every New Year, and y'all every New Year, I don't know if your family did this. We would always wait for the first 3 movie stars or actors or whatever. That we said they go in 3. When you heard that John Madden died, and I was shocked that people didn't know who John Madden was. And they said they played PlayStation, Nintendo, and all. John Madden is the one that played the Madden football. He's the guy that, y'all, come on now. How you gonna not know John Madden? I put on Betty Wright, rest in peace. Somebody said, sorry for your family member. How do you not know the Golden Girl? She was the last one. She was the most dingiest woman on the Golden Girls. Everybody have a Golden Girl in their family. But Betty Wright, then for the football world, you heard of Demarius Thomas. My son was still hot at him because see, we used to work the Denver Bronco games, and my son was in front of Demarius Thomas, and he said, "Man, come on, bro. I'm one of your biggest fans. Let me get your signature." Demarius just looked at him and went to the next person. So he stopped being a Demarius. He stopped being a Demarius Thomas fan. So I told, man, all you gotta do is just go there. You do I need to go get your signature? But it's look, Demarius Thomas, Denver Broncos. Then you had John Madden. Then you had the Golden Girl, Betty White. Then you had Dan Reeves. And you just sit back and say, wow. But you gotta understand, Betty was 99 years old. She had about a week before her birthday, a couple of weeks. Her birthday is a day before my wife's. So she would have been 100 years old. But you know, they said they still is going to have her 100th birthday party because she was just that special. She was that special. But look, I got to get out of here. I told you I wouldn't be on here long. This is Dr. J. Will with the Elite Motivational Moments, trying to help you start your day. And remember, put down the gavel. Once again, my public announcement is we will be going to Blytheville, Arkansas to deliver some food. My goal is to get 100,000 pounds to take down there. But I'm going to come as closest to that as I can. And we're coordinating as we speak to try to make that happen. My dad used the Meals on Wheels program in Blytheville, Arkansas. He was so excited about the Meals on Wheels program. And we went down and did a function there and was able to help them. And that is something that stuck with me. And I want to do that again. So if the Meals on Wheels are still open, we would love to go in there and drop 20,000 pounds of food on them, because they do what they're supposed to. They give it out. Listen, my mom, my mother-in-law, my grandmother, my wife's grandmother, I had some friends in the nursing home. We would love to drop some food off to the nursing home, some perishable food. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing the idea out there. But you know what? This is what it's all about, y'all. It's time for us to put down the gavel. Hey, listen, I thought I heard it. Let me see if I hear it. Let me see if I hear it. Let me see it. No, let me see. Let me see something. Oh, no, I thought I heard it, but here we go. Let me see. Well, you know what? It's time for me to get out of here. And I thank you once again. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. Once again, this is Dr. J. Will with Elite Motivational Moments. And I just hope that you have such a blessed day. You know what I usually do right about now? And people laugh at me. I get up at 4 because that's my hour of power with God. And then I come and do the show. And then you know what I do after this? I go and get me some cereal. And then I go right back to bed. I go right back and get my sleep. That's what I do after I get off this show. But listen, my time to get up is 9 o'clock in the morning because, see, people say, you get up so late. No. I've been up like I'm going chopping cotton. I've been up at 4, and then I spend my time with y'all and spend my time with God, and then I go back and take me a nap. Because y'all ain't got that boy. Y'all ain't got that boy that I have that just wakes you up and you have to, y'all don't have him. See, y'all don't have them grandbabies that want to come over and you need energy for my grandkids. You can't be slowed like a turtle and a snail around them grandbaby. You need some energy. So I get off of here and then I go get me a nap because I know they coming. I already know they coming, y'all. But look, this is 2022. God bless you. And remember, our slogan for this year, be a better you in 2022. Y'all be blessed and let's have fun with this year. Whatever the problem, whatever you're going through, learn to forgive. Let's forgive, and move on because you expect the same thing from God. This yours truly, Dr. J. Will with Elite Motivational Moments with Dr. John Williams. Y'all be blessed and have a great day.